The following Marathon Moshiach series is sponsored by our generous anonymous sponsor for Kol Torah Chaim in honor of our campaign, which is going on as we speak. It could be accessed at trainingposkim.org if you would like to donate to this worthy cause. I'm going to start the share tonight by speaking about an overview of the Mishnah that we've mentioned here many times on Daf Mem Tes Amud Beis in Sota. It's the last Mishnah in Sota. It also appears in a slightly different form in Sanhedrin Daf Sadi Zayin Amud Aleph. And the Mishnah there lists 19 attributes which will be present, 19, 19 simanim, 19 traits, 19 signs that will exist before Mashiach comes. And just quickly, if we go through these 19 signs, there are chutz b'yasgeh, there will be an overabundance of audacity. V'yoker yamar, prices will go through the roof, and there will be like a dearth of honor. A gefen titer priya v'yayin b'yoker, the vines will give their fruit, but wine will still be very expensive. Malchut tepach minas, kingship, government will become completely corrupt. Ve'ein tzachachos, and there will not be any reproof. Beis vad yeliznos, the meeting places of Chachamim, of the wisdom of the elders, where they meet, will become brothels. Galil Yechrav, the northern part of Israel, the Galil will become destroyed. The the border will be disrupted, and people will go from city, and the borders will go from city to city. Chochmah Sot from Tisrach, the wisdom of the elders, the wisdom of the Chachamim will be putrid v'yirei chet yimasun, and people who fear transgression will be considered disgusting. The truth will be hidden. Naram pnei zkeni albinu, the young will disgrace the elders. Zkenim yamim pnei ketanim, and the elders will stand up in front of the, not even Naram, in front of Ketanim. Ben Menuvalav, a son will disgrace his father, and Bas Kamab Ima, a daughter will come up and rebel against her mother. Kala b'chamosu, and a mother-in-law, a daughter-in-law against her mother. Oyivan shebeisai, there will be tremendous dispute between husbands and wives. Pnei ador k'pnei kelev, the face of the generation will be like the face of the dog. Haben einu mispayish v'av, and a child and a son will not be embarrassed in front of his father. These 19 attributes, which can be broken down, in fact, into more or less attributes, depending on how you break it down. I personally have broken it down into 19 attributes. These attributes represent the signs that will be present before the time of Mashiach. And if we look around today, we can all say that they're definitely here. They're all definitely here. And not only they're definitely here, but they're here in quite a strong way. I used to think actually that this is a tremendous innovation in our generation that we have these, until I saw the words of the Yad Ramah. The Yad Ramah writes that he doesn't understand how it could be that since all these signs are here already in his time, which was almost 1,000 years ago, that Mashiach hasn't come yet. So it's true that these have been around for a while, that society has been breaking down slowly over the past 1,000 years, but at the same time, they're certainly here today in an extreme form. This is one point we can make. I'm going to conclude this introductory marathon shir, Moshiach shir, with the following interesting observation. All of these words of the Mishnah, almost all of them, are very enigmatic, right? Chutz b'yazge, v'yoker yamer, beis vad yelusnus, chacham asofim tisrach, v'emes nederes. All of these, many of these expressions are very, very enigmatic and hard to understand and not clear. Even the commentators debate what they really mean. And in fact, I believe the reason for this is because the whole path, the whole cycle, the whole chain of Mashiach's coming is something extremely enigmatic. We see this already from Rus Moavia, who is the mother, progenitor of David HaMelech. We see this even before that from the incident with Lot and his daughters who give birth to Moab, and Tamar and Yehuda. The whole story of Mashiach's birth and coming to this world is a very enigmatic and difficult parsha, hidden. There's a lot of hiddenness, and really the only way that we can dig beyond the surface and get to the around, as it were, or circumvent the hiddenness, is to delve deeply into it and understand it. Look at what the Rishonim and the Achronim say, and try to understand clearly what's going on here. So again, this is the first of Marathon Theories, which is generously sponsored in honor of the campaign which is going on right now of Kol Toras Chaim, my personal kol, and you can access it by going to trainingposkim.org. And Bezrat Hashem will continue in the next class soon with the next attribute, with the first attribute, to explain the first attribute of chutzpah yazke.